Hey guys, Harrison Jones here with Harry's Holsters. Today in this video we're going to shoot rounds 250 through 500 through the Sig P365, and the ammo we're shooting today is 115 grain PPU. Hope you guys enjoy it. Okay, so to start the video, I just want to say this gun has not been cleaned out of the box. I fired 250 rounds through it. The last ammo I shot, I believe, was 115 grain Independence. Now, what we're gonna do today is I'm just gonna work on accuracy up close, really get to know the gun slowly. I'm gonna fire the first 10 rounds through it right now. And of course, the gun is being shot out of an Insider Overlord configuration holster, the Sig P365. I threw two. I think one was definitely shooting low. That was definitely a grip or a flinch issue, but pretty good start. So right now I'm gonna do some Leprous testing and some isolation drills at the same time. Now, how I'm gonna do this, I wanna let you know this gun is hot. I've got a huge, tall berm right here behind, and I'm just gonna hold the gun using nothing but my trigger finger and the web of my hand. I want you guys to see that there. And like I said, there's a huge, tall berm, and I'm gonna keep the trigger locked back until I have control of the gun again under recoil. I'll probably fast forward through this so it's gonna look really fast. Okay, so as you can see, the gun functioned fine and locked back on the last round using a 10 round mag. I've got all these mags marked to see if any of the failures to lock back are related to specific mag. I don't think that's the case. I think it's just the short amount of travel there is in this gun. But we'll see. Now I'm gonna shoot the other 10 rounds with my left hand. Failure to lock back, and you can see I've developed a pretty bad flinch. This gun is marked number 2 of the non-extended or slight peak extension mags. The 12 round mags are marked all on their own class. Okay guys, had my first malfunction, and unfortunately I didn't get it out on camera. I was messing with there's some clay pigeons up there on the berm, and I was just gonna shoot 2 or 3 of them. They're old, they're dried out, left over in pieces of them. And I got this, not sure if you can see it, the light primer strike. Looks like a pretty solid primer strike. I'm gonna feed it back into the mag. Mixture this up. Pretty sure it'll go off the second time. I don't think that might be an ammo issue, not the gun in this case. It doesn't look anything like the light primer strikes I had previously. Went off fine. Okay, so right now I'm gonna do a couple bill drills on this target now. I'm gonna be 10 yards away. No deltas, but a slow time of 4.3. So no Charlies. I got one on the line, but I'm gonna call that 2 out. So 2 Charlies and a time of 3.58. Okay, so one thing that's really becoming apparent doing these bill drills is it's really hard to get a steady grip quick on a gun this small. So my draw time will probably be a little slower, but hopefully this time the groups will tighten up. Time of 4.26 with no Charlies, all alphas. The draw was 2.14. Okay guys, here at 10 yards, gonna draw from the holster on a B8 target. And let's see what my time looks like. The goal is a par time or less of 10 seconds. And obviously a 100 score. All right, most of those are in the black. Got a time of 8.21. And the time to the first shot was 2.14. Really took my time on trying to get my grip. Let's see how the results on target are. Okay guys, so right here, this is obviously my best target of the day, at least as far as the B8s. I have a -1, -3, so -4, a 96 score, and I think it was 8.21 seconds. So I'm very happy with that. And if I look at the split times, they're a little bit higher. They're in the 0.6 to 0.7 range, pretty much all of them. There might be 1.73. The rest are low, 0.62, 0.63. So really happy with this, and it really comes down to my theory that this gun is very hard to get a good grip on because of how small the grip is. The Shield and the 43 both have a longer grip in this area, and it makes them a little bit easier to get a good purchase on the draw. So that's one thing you got to take into account, but once you get a solid grip with this gun, you can have good results. Okay, so right here we've got some silhouette steel. I'm now exactly 3 yards from the target. I'm going to go down to 50, and we're going to shoot the last 36 rounds through the P365 today. So it'll be at 500 rounds from 50 yards and 100 yards. Might do a little bit at 75. Okay, so I'm here at 50 yards. We're going to see if we can make every hit count, or every round count for a hit. Dead on. Miss. All right, -3 out of 12. Not the happiest with that. Now we're gonna move back to 75. Okay, so now I'm at 75 yards, and with the setup of this mag, don't expect to be doing any speed reloads with this. It's very hard to get the mag in with your hand. That was a hit. Maybe I should stop while I'm ahead. Miss. 1, 2, 3. So I missed 7 out of 12. Only got 5 hits. Not the best. I'm gonna do a quick reload and then move back to 100 and see how she does. Okay, so I'm here at 100 for the last 12 rounds from the Sig P365, or at least for today's range session to get to 500 rounds. I seem to be hitting a little bit low. Now, for the sake of lighting, I'm gonna stand here at the 99-yard line instead of the 100. Hope you guys don't mind. Let's see how we go. I was actually hitting high, so I'm gonna aim low, see how it does. Hit low there. That was a hit at 100 yards. Those were 2 really bad misses. Hit. Hit. Miss. Really bad. That was like 3 feet to the right. That was right over the head. Again, right over the head. So a couple hits at 100, which I think says a lot about this gun, especially with somebody of my skill level. You guys be the judge. Now let's take her down and see how she looks. Okay, so right here we have the P365. I have wiped it down just to make this video go a little quicker. Take down, lock the slide back, obviously make sure the mag's out, everything's unloaded, everything's safe. Rotate that lever down, and then just let the slide go forward. It hangs up a little bit there, but no big deal. All right, we're gonna start with the lower unit. And you can see A little bit of wear up here on the front of the slide rails. A little bit of wear right there. Really nothing you wouldn't expect for 500 rounds per gun. Now, we get right here. You first take a look at the barrel. Now remember, this gun has had 500 rounds through it today, or had 250 today, 250 at another range session, and then whatever they put through it in factory. You can see some wear marks which are kind of unusual right up here at the front of the hood. Usually I expect more mating in right here where the actual front of the hood versus just this top portion right here. Not much wear right here in the lugs, which is surprising because there's quite a bit of peening up there in those front two corners. Now back to the barrel. Not much unusual besides that wear right there. It is kind of unusual to me. After 500 rounds, I would expect a little more wear right here where the barrel mates up, but not right there. Alright, so now looking at the slide, a lot of wear right up here in the front where the barrel hood's going to be sliding, so that matches up to this to a degree, to the wear on the barrel hood. Again, there is peening. It doesn't look to be as significant as was on the other gun. Now there is also barrel wear right here on the outside of this hole on the top side, not on the bottom. And there's significant wear. This is not actually just brass. There's a little bit of brass on there, obviously, but it looks like the finish is worn completely through on this part of the gun. Pretty normal for most guns, but usually I don't see that this soon into the process. Now another thing that's really weird and interesting to me on this gun is the amount of wear on this breech face. Just a lot of wear up here at the top. I'm used to right here, you can see where the bullet, or where the brass had been sitting. There's always wear right there, but I've not seen the amount of wear that I'm seeing on this gun right here at the top portion. So this finish is just about stripped off this entire back portion of the gun, minus right there in the middle you can see. And I'm not, that actually looks like it is the finish and not just grime. But we'll see. The gun does seem to have a little more wear than most others, like a Glock or a Smith & Wesson Shield. But it's something I can live with for the features this gun brings. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to the channel, share with your friends, and I'll see you guys later.